Skol Nation, stop right now. U.S. Bank Stadium just got hit with breaking news, and the first number is already on the table. 18 penalties. A coordinator's seat is on fire, a starting quarterback just entered concussion protocol, and an undrafted rookie is about to get the chance of a lifetime. Here's the first payoff. Those 18 special teams penalties cost the Vikings 606 yards this season. If you echo louder than you breathe, hit like and subscribe, because the next 72 hours will decide Minnesota's season. We start with the catastrophic mistake at Lambeau that has Viking Nation demanding answers. Stay locked. Double cliffhanger at the end. Lambeau Field. Third quarter. Vikings down 10-6. Defense just got a stop, momentum shifting, punt sailing toward midfield. This is where championship teams execute and struggling teams collapse. Guess which one happened? The ball lands behind the returner. Miles Price blocks the Gunners like he's coached, but the Packers block Price into the ball. It bounces. Green Bay recovers inside the 10. Game over. And the man whose job is hanging by a thread? Matt Daniels, special teams coordinator. This isn't the first time. This is a pattern that has haunted the Vikings all season, and Viking Nation is done. The Vikings are tied for third in the entire NFL in special teams penalties with 18 flags. 18. That's not bad luck. That's a discipline problem. Those 18 penalties have cost Minnesota 606 yards, according to True Media. But here's what makes it worse. Minnesota leads the entire league in penalties on kickoff returns with 12 flags. 12 times this season, explosive plays wiped off the board. The most painful example? Miles Price had a 99-yard touchdown return erased. 99 yards, touchdown, gone. That's the kind of mistake that doesn't just cost points, it breaks team morale. You can feel the sideline deflate every time a flag comes out. Price is talented enough to make a case for All-Pro as a returner, but when your unit keeps shooting itself in the foot, individual talent doesn't matter. And this isn't just penalties. There are schematic issues. Punt coverage inconsistent, kickoff alignment exploited, communication breakdowns like Lambeau keep happening. On that play, was someone yelling Peter to signal everyone clear out? Price screamed it on the very next punt, emphasizing the call he may not have heard. That tells you everything about confusion in critical moments. Matt Daniels has been with the Vikings since 2022. While there have been bright spots, including blocked field goals this season, the negatives are piling fast. Special teams is supposed to steal possessions and shift momentum. Instead, it's the reason Minnesota struggles to close games. When you're fighting for a playoff spot and every game matters, you can't give away 600 yards because your coordinator can't fix the same mistakes week after week. Do you think Matt Daniels should be fired before season's end? Drop your answer below. And if you believe special teams cost them at least 2 wins, smash like and let Packers fans know who actually controls the North. But as catastrophic as that was, the next story hits deeper. The Vikings just lost their starting quarterback and the timeline is razor thin. Stay locked. Flight home from Green Bay, Sunday night. Plane lands in Minneapolis. Quarterback McCarthy starts feeling something wrong. Head symptoms, confusion. He gets evaluated immediately. And Monday morning, head coach Kevin O'Connell drops the news. McCarthy is in the NFL's concussion protocol. Status for Sunday's game in Seattle? In doubt. And if McCarthy can't clear protocol, the Vikings hand the keys to an undrafted rookie making his first NFL start in one of the loudest stadiums in football. The name? Max Brosmer. This just became the biggest quarterback storyline in the NFC. O'Connell told reporters McCarthy began experiencing head-related symptoms during travel home from Lambeau. No single obvious hit triggered it. Vikings still reviewing game film. McCarthy must pass through every phase of the NFL's return-to-play process, evaluations by team physicians and an independent neurologist. The protocol has 5 stages. Players can't advance until symptom-free and cleared. With kickoff in Seattle at week's end, McCarthy's in a race against time. Any setback, any lingering symptom, he's out. O'Connell hasn't ruled him out, but symptoms showing after the game is a red flag. That suggests the issue might be subtle, which sometimes means longer recovery. And here's the brutal part. This was supposed to be his evaluation season. the year Minnesota figured out if their first-round pick from 2024 could be the long-term answer. Instead, it's been injury after injury. When he has been on field this season, results have been rough. McCarthy's struggling with turnovers, taking too many sacks. His worst performance came Sunday against Green Bay. 12 of 19 passes, 87 yards, 2 interceptions, passer rating of 34.2. Brutal. Those numbers get quarterbacks benched if they weren't 22 and still learning. But here's where it gets interesting. If McCarthy can't go, undrafted rookie Max Brosmer steps in. And this is the exact scenario that created Brock Purdy in San Francisco. Remember 2022? Niners opened with first-rounder Trey Lance. Lance goes down week 2. Jimmy Garoppolo takes over, then he suffers season-ending foot fracture with 5 games left. Enter Brock Purdy, last pick in the draft. Purdy leads a loaded Niners roster to 7 straight wins, NFC Championship game. San Francisco found their quarterback, and it wasn't the guy they traded 3 first-rounders for. The Vikings have a similarly loaded roster. Elite weapons, defense creating turnovers, run game controlling tempo. They just need a quarterback who can manage the game, protect the football, let talent around him work. McCarthy hasn't shown that consistently. Maybe Brosmer can. According to Adam Schefter, if J.J. McCarthy cannot clear protocol, rookie undrafted free agent Max Brosmer would start Sunday versus Seattle. That's the plan. O'Connell's already praised Brosmer, saying all he's done is show up, answer the bell, operate at veteran level going through progressions. That's high praise for a rookie barely seeing field. Do you think Max Brosmer gives Vikings better chance to win than J.J. McCarthy right now? Drop your honest take. And if you believe this could be Minnesota's Brock Purdy moment, hit like and tell doubters undrafted doesn't mean unproven. But the third story reveals something from training camp that makes this more fascinating. Brosmer was so ready that Viking staff had to tell him to back off. Stay locked. Training camp. August heat. Quarterbacks going through installs. One undrafted rookie turning heads. Max Brosmer's living at the facility, grinding film, asking for extra reps, pushing so hard Viking staff has to pump the brakes. Why? Their focus is getting J.J. McCarthy ready, and Brosmer's taking up too much time. That's not a knock, that's a compliment, and it's why Viking Nation should feel confident if he starts Sunday. According to Minnesota Star Tribune's Andrew Kramer, Brosmer told him in training camp, "I live here and coaches have to tell me to back off sometimes, like, hey man, it's going to be all right." But here's the key quote. Kramer said, "Well, with JJ, I think they're telling Max Brosmer to back off because they need more time with JJ." Max said, like, "I have to understand, I'm not the priority." Read that again. Coaches had to tell Brosmer to slow down because he was taking time from the first rounder. That means Brosmer was outworking, out-preparing, out-competing, to the point staff had to intervene. That's not a guy who freezes under lights at Lumen Field. That's a guy waiting for this exact opportunity. Brosmer earned his roster spot after long college career, solid preseason showing poise and command. He opened as third quarterback, moved to backup after injuries. He's seen only limited regular season action, handful of pass attempts, no starts. But Vikings view him as smart, steady passer who gets ball out on time, operates system without forcing mistakes. That might be exactly what this offense needs. McCarthy's been trying to do too much, holding ball too long, forcing throws, taking unnecessary sacks. Brosmer's game is opposite. Quick decisions, timing-based throws, let Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison work after catch. If Vikings lean into that, they control clock, keep defense fresh, win low-scoring road game. And here's the trap for Seattle. Backup quarterbacks have burned playoff hopefuls before, especially with limited NFL tape. Seahawks are favored at home, solid NFC position, but if they overlook Brosmer or assume easy matchup, they get punched. Mike Macdonald's staff will prep for both quarterbacks, but reality is they have almost zero film on Brosmer. That's an advantage. Vikings can script first 15 plays, lean on run game, Use play action for easy throws. Let Brosmer settle before asking him to take over. If he executes, this becomes statement win for a team needing momentum. And if he struggles, that opens the door for Trey Lance versus Brock Purdy conversation to get loud in Minnesota. Do you think Vikings should stick with J.J. McCarthy long-term even if Max Brosmer plays well? Drop your prediction. And if you believe Brosmer's about to shock the NFL, smash like and let Seahawks fans know not to sleep on this kid. Now let's tie it together, because these 3 stories are connected and reveal where Vikings stand right now. 3 stories, 1 franchise at a crossroads. Special teams coordinator on hot seat, starting quarterback in concussion protocol, undrafted rookie about to get opportunity of lifetime. Minnesota doesn't rebuild, Minnesota adapts. If Brosmer sparks offense and special teams execute, Vikings steal, road win in Seattle. SKOL Nation, smash like. If you believe Max Brosmer shocks the NFL, drop your boldest prediction for Sunday. Subscribe, because Storm is here. But here's the cliff. If McCarthy doesn't clear protocol by Friday, decision comes down to wire. Plus, rumor says defensive leader called players-only meeting Sunday night. Rallying cry or blame game, that drops next. Packers restructured Aaron Jones's contract, targeting defensive free agent to shut down Jefferson in rematch. Which domino falls first? We rise together. See you in next war.